Welcome to a Hawkview Collector video tutorial. In this video, we will be seeing how to connect to an OPC server, as well as how to begin an OPC acquisition from said server. Before we begin, just point out that everything that we're going to be talking about is available through the instruction manual, which is available if you click on Help, will open the Hawkview Collector instruction manual. So let's begin. First thing you want to do is right click on Sources, New OPC Server. This will open the server discovery window. In my case, an error pops up because I have no other computers on the network. I only have, as you can see in the list of computers, localhost. So if you have other computers on the network, you can browse them through this drop-down menu. I have all the OPC servers that I have access to are listed in this window. So here I have two, as well as some tunnelers that are connecting to these two. The reason why I have some tunnelers running is because Hawkview Collector can only connect to OPC servers that are running on a 64-bit architecture. If you have a server running on a 32-bit architecture, you will need to connect a tunneler to said server and access that server through the tunneler. All right, so I will select a Matricon simulator, OK, and it will add it to the work tree. It'll start off as disconnected, but will eventually, there it is, it is connected. You can right click on your server and view the log, and this will show you all the information pertaining to the connectivity of your server, as well as the tags that you've added, or rather the tags that you have added to Hawkview from said server. I'll just go over one more thing in the server connectivity. You probably noticed there is two tabs. There's Discover and there's Manual. So if the server is not listed here, or if you have too many servers and you can't find it, you can go to Manual and you can enter the server name and computer. So I have another server that I will connect to. On localhost, and we will see that it's added to the tree and will also connect to it. The next thing is to start an acquisition. Very straightforward, very simple. You simply right click on your server, New Acquisition, and this opens the new OPC acquisition window. Here you will have the acquisition name, test acquisition, the frequency that you wish to sample at, so from 1 to 1000. You could also sample at lower frequencies if you'd like. So I'll just put 10. Any notes pertaining to said acquisition. And then you have the list of items on your server here, organized in a tree-like structure. So you have simulation items, configuration, which are branches you can browse in, and then you have items here that you can add. So I'll go down to the simulation tree and sawtooth waves. This is just a simulation server. And then I will select an item, add it, and you'll see it appears in the selected tags window. There's no limit to the amount of items you can have in your selected tags. You can add all of these if I'd like. You can also remove the ones you don't want. Click on the X, and you can customize the information here. So if I just want to remove some tag, if I find there's too much information here, I can remove some, or I can specify a suffix, change the ranges, add a description, add some units if I would like. If you cannot find your item in the tree, you can always add it manually in the manual input option on the bottom. So in this case here, let's do sawtooth waves int 4. So I'll add this item here manually. And now it's in my set of tags, and when I start the acquisition, I will have all of these tags in my acquisition. One last thing before we start this is that you can import and export tags from this window to facilitate starting acquisitions. So if let's say I want these tags here to want to save them somewhere, I can export these tags and it just exports them as a simple CSV file with all the information in them. So I can remove all these, and I can go to import and select the CSV file that I just created. And then I have all these tags here. So you can start an acquisition, you can save the tag configuration, and you can, in the future, start another acquisition very quickly using the same tag configuration. I'm going to go ahead and start this acquisition. What's happening is that it's polling the server to check to see if all the tags you have selected have items, and you can see here that, or rather have values, and you can see here that one of the tags that I selected does not have any values associated to it. And what will happen is the acquisition will start without that item in it. So I say I have 4 items here, 1, 2, 4, and money. And it says that money has no values. I click yes, I want to continue. It will start an acquisition with only 3 tags without the one that has no values in it. And now you have an OPC acquisition on Hawkview Collector. One last thing here is that you can open the properties and change the tag information for each tag here if you would like. If you did not configure it on your setup, or if you would like to change the ranges or add a description, you can. You can also export your tags. So if you've made any changes to it, you can click export here and then export the tags that are associated with this acquisition as a CSV file as well. And that is it for starting an OPC acquisition on Hawkview Collector. Thank you.